super happy to have you guys here from the long lost Brad and Clark. Thank you guys so much for coming onto the show. I know it's sometimes a little bit difficult. You live in different areas of the world, but thank you guys so much.
No worries, happy to be here.
Yeah, maybe you can give a little intro about the project, The Long Lost, and also about yourself. So how did you guys find each other and how have you guys started in the NFT space?
Yeah, do you want me to take this one, Clark?
Yeah, you go for it.
Yeah, sure. So initially, myself and our other co-founder, King Long, got into NFTs like say mid last year. Roughly around like the June area. I'd been watching it from about March, but I didn't think there was like much use case and stuff for the next few years, so I kind of like just slept on it. When it was roughly around like the whole Bored Apes and stuff coming out, and CryptoPunks when they were like having their big sales, so I didn't really think too much of it. Then I guess I continued running my own flooring company, got into it further and stuff with I think one of the first ones that myself and King Long went to actually try to get onto was the Doodles mint. And we tried minting that on the public, but it just
didn't work.
Just got gassed out. Nah, our transaction just failed and stuff because we didn't put enough for the gas transaction. So we didn't get that. Where I ended up getting tried to get the Littles, didn't unfortunately once again minted out, and we finally got onto a Slim Hood, which ended up becoming one of the early pieces and stuff for the Invisible Friends. We really liked the space. We thought it was really interesting. Thought there was a lot of use cases that we could develop for real world utility later on. That hadn't been that could be beyond a profile picture. So we started trying to form a team where roughly around September, October. Then myself, King Long, Trixie, who's our CFO, and Shepherd of Theft, who's also our developer, ended up as a foreman. Started working towards projects, seeing what we needed to do, started doing development of where we can lead this beyond just being a PFP. But then we didn't actually meet Astro until December, once Alien Friends had already released. So it was actually a really coincidental story. I ended up joining an alpha group for Alien Friends.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a small alpha group of 50 people or something. And then everybody was talking about the winter time and stuff in the northern hemisphere, and I said, well, at least Australia is good for one thing and stuff. And I took a photo of the beach. And then Clark sent to a notice that it was one of our local beaches. And then started chatting from there. He was and I guess it all lined up as well. So not only was it he was in the same city, the chances of this happening as well. It's a group of 50 people, first of all, in the NFT space, and then from our small city as well. And then we had a team that was looking for an artist, and he was an artist looking for a team. So we kind of met up with him from there, and then we kind of really clicked. And then I think it's from there, it's really history. So then, Clark, did you want to take on a bit from there?
Yeah, that's cool. As Brad said, that's how we kind of interconnected, I guess, which was it was a strange moment, really, especially when Brad told me that he was literally looking for an artist, and I was like, well, that's me. And I was in this position of having basically looking for a team, as Brad said, to start something with. I was thinking about doing it by myself and just doing a whole bunch of research, but obviously it's a huge it's a beast of a job, so you need a good solid team to help you out. Everybody needs that to run an NFT project successfully. But stepping back just quickly, I guess I'll talk about my background. So my background is heavily in graphic design. I've been doing freelance graphic design for years, really, I think about 10 years now. So I've been doing that for different clients, different styles, corporate, crypto, everything in between. Um, I started my own company in 2018 with a good friend of mine. We started off building. We got this really cool client, and we actually ended up building a trading platform for them. So we built an
Cool.
exchange basically. And we designed the front end of it, like the UI design and all that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. And we also built the front end and the middleware,
Mm-hmm.
and the back end was located in the US. So they had a team in the US, and so we kind of joined together and created this exchange, which was called Nauticus. They actually,
Mm-hmm.
as a company, they didn't end up doing too well.
Okay.
There was some shady things going on behind the scenes there,
Mm-hmm.
and not from our end, obviously, but from the inside of their structure, it ended up kind of just crumbling. And yeah, that was the kind of end of that.
Okay.
So we ended up kind of pivoting into e-commerce design and development. So we were building Shopify stores for, again, various different clients, like, pet stores,
Mm-hmm.
beer, all sorts of stuff. Like we did a whole
Cool.
bunch of stuff for about 2 years. So, um, or about three actually. But by about end of 2021,
Is it the whole
I guess I
design?
was just, sorry.
So sorry to interrupt. You said building Shopify stores. Is it like
Yeah.
from the design perspective and art perspective, or is it like overall building from scratch, kind of, and yeah, kind of taking or doing it all, or is it yeah, on which side? Because it's also interesting for me.
Yeah. Mainly, so we were basically, we sort of piggyback off of the Shopify themes
Mm.
themselves and customize them to the
Customization. Okay.
brand look and feel. So I'd make some nice graphics, some nice banner images, and make
Cool.
the product collection images look nice, things like that. So we're
Nice.
basically jazzing up different themes and kind of
Cool.
holding the client's hand through the process and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So, but in itself, obviously it wasn't from scratch.
True.
And like, to be completely honest and transparent, I ended up getting like a little bit tired of it. Like I was a bit like, I'm quite a creative person, so I kind of need that outlet. So I was getting a bit like worn down from it. Wasn't really inspired anymore.
True.
And I have a few friends that are in crypto pretty much full time. One of them works for Kraken,
Okay.
FTX, all those kind of it's pretty big names in crypto.
Very
So
big, yeah.
and yeah, and they were telling me like, look, dude, like, this was before they knew what was happening and how I was feeling, but they were like, look, you got to look at NFTs. Like it matches your skill set so well. And at the start, I was like, whatever. Looked into it, didn't really understand it. I was like, it's cool, blah, blah, blah. Didn't really give it too much time.
Mm.
And I think that was back in like early 2021.
Mm.
So, and then I started to hear about this bull run in, I can't remember what month it was, but yeah. And then I started to get interested in it again. I started looking into it, and then I was just like, as I started spending more hours there, on Twitter and just jumping into Discords and buying a couple of bits and pieces and flipping them,
Of
losing
course.
a bit of money here, getting scammed there, finding
Yeah.
some really nice projects like Crypto Moris. Um, I was like hooked basically,
Yeah.
like really hooked. I was basically obsessed with it. I'd spend hours researching, keeping on top of things, like learning everything I could because I was kind of like felt like I was behind now, so I was trying
Yeah.
to like catch up. So I really deep dove into it all, which was a lot of fun. Like, and
Mm.
to be honest, it doesn't really feel like I've stopped doing that.
Yeah.
It's kind of just continued on that path. But that was a lot of fun. So I was having, like, I was feeling inspired again and feeling good about what I was doing. And I kind of just like naturally kind of pivoted into where my interests were, which was the NFT space. Um, and sold my shares of my company that I'd started back to my business partner.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then went full time, and started reaching out to people. I initially reached out to to Mason Crow, who is
Yeah.
the founder of Alien Friends,
Yeah. Yeah.
and reached out to him really early on in Alien Friends. Like I think I just liked the art. I thought it was fun and like,
Yeah.
you know, kind of a little bit different. And
True.
it was something I could work with. Like I was like, yeah, I could work with these characters. I could make some nice graphics. I could maybe do a website design for him. So I
Mm-mm.
reached out to him and I said, hey man, like am I able to kind of show you what I could do? And I've done a couple little bits for Subducks,
Mm-hmm.
just like little newsletter here and there and a couple of
Okay.
graphics. And that was on my Twitter page. So he
Mm-hmm.
must have looked at that and sort of said like, oh, well, this guy knows what he's doing. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's worked with Subducks before. So straight away, he came back to me with like, oh, don't worry about showing me what you can do. Like I could see you can do cool shit. How about can I commission you for a couple of graphics for me? And from
Mm-hmm.
there, we just got talking. I started doing the graphics, and then probably about a week before he minted out, or probably about 2 weeks,
Mm.
he asked me to do his website design, so I smashed that out for him.
I saw that.
He was super stoked about that, and yeah, I was just stoked to be involved with it all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, I bought like a whole bunch of Alien Friends, and I held
Cool.
them because I was like, oh, you know, like I've been invested into this project even before it was taken off. So I was like, I'll just
Mm.
hold them. I sold a few along the way, and then Mason sent me the Halo, my Halo Alien Friend,
Ah,
and that's
okay.
how I got added to that alpha group, and
Yeah.
that's where Brad and I met essentially.
Nice, nice, nice. Such a cool story. I really like it. I mean, the world is so small, right? That you meet in a group of 50 people and you're from the
Yeah,
same city. It's crazy. So lucky as well. Um, yeah,
very lucky. Like,
yeah,
yeah, it's been a
It's like one of
big
those things where the stars
domino
aligned.
effect.
So
yeah.
Been a big domino effect from there. But yeah, it was crazy. I saw that beach and I was just really just being friendly. And I was like, yeah, I also saw Brad's purchase because he purchased, like, I think it was like a rank 60 alien friend.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it was it was earlier on before it really mooned. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what's this guy doing? Like, he knows what he's doing. Like, he's buying some rare shit. And it turned out it's from Adelaide. So I just, yeah,
Yeah.
naturally kind of reached out.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I saw Alien Friends as well, pretty early after Mint, but I was like, okay, you know, when you're in so many other projects, and I kind of missed the boat, which obviously everyone or I would say, ah, damn it, like they mooned pretty hard. Gary V got involved, all the good
Oh,
stuff, you
dude.
know.
That
Yeah,
was over Christmas too, and I kept looking at I think it was Christmas Day, and
yeah. Was
I
it
was at
crazy?
Christmas lunch, and I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, "What the hell? What are these aliens doing?" And my
Mm-hmm.
girlfriend's like,
yeah, it
"What
was
are
the
you keep
same
looking at
thing
your
as
phone
well.
for?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "These things are mooning right now."
Yeah, it's so crazy, right? I mean, such a new project went off the ground so quickly, and then it was, I think, I don't know if the peak was at 4 ETH, but
Yeah.
it surely went to 3, 4 ETH, and yeah, it's
I think it
crazy.
peaked at like 5 or something
A 5?
really briefly.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, it was on like 4.99 or something like
okay,
that. And it went there for like 15 minutes to an hour and
okay,
then
okay.
and then
Yeah.
retraced.
Yeah, of
So
But
course.
0.02 mint, like that's nuts to
Yeah,
get
it's
to 5
crazy.
ETH that quickly.
Yeah, yeah, it's so crazy what you can do in the NFT space, right? You
Yeah,
just
that's it.
yeah, but what actually when I checked out Long Lost, I think directly after Mint pre-reveal, I saw the or I identified from the homepage. Okay, hold on, they look a little bit from the homepage, a little bit similar from the design of like Alien Friends. And yeah, and you just said it right that you did kind of the homepage design and stuff like that. So this is kind of your signature as well, right? So
That's it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's exactly right.
Cool, cool, cool. Um, yeah. So and was there like a background to the name, or how did you come up with the name and like the theme and the art, and is there like a story behind that as well?
yeah, do you want me to take this, Clark?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, cool. So when we kind of just started like brainstorming, I guess, what we wanted to do with the project from the beginning, I was essentially sitting down and working on the copyright as well of the material. So we went through like a lot of iterations of what we actually wanted to go with. But then we felt that us having interdimensional interdimensional shape-shifting beings is like it was infinite possibilities that we could go with. So we were like really inspired from, say, I guess like the Rick and Morty kind of thing, where it's like they can travel through time and space, and then it could just literally be anything. And there was a few coincidences that also lined up with the project. So with our Twitter, when we initially made it, we didn't realize that our dev made it in, he made it as like the birth date as, it was like 1972. So it would have been 50 years. So we use that in, I guess, a part of the copyright as like a portal opens up every 50 years, and our long lost, so yeah, like our long lost want to come back and like rescue those who had been stuck here.
Cool.
So we initially had this as like part of the plan with our whole storyline. I've got an initial really rough sketch that I'll probably like try to see if I can add into here as well.
No, what have you got?
You know, the one that's for like the storyline sketch?
Yeah.
Super rough. Like
Oh,
yeah. So I've got that one. I'll see if I can just quickly drag it.
It feels like so long ago, but it's really not.
It's not. The Web3 space just moves so fast. Doesn't allow me to.
And also, I'm obviously also on the website. I see your names there as well, but like your would you say synonyms or like your Twitter handles? Maybe we mentioned that as well. So on the top we have Brad, aka Eclipsed, right? And Clark is the creative art director or the artist, and called Astro. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so mine is easily enough put as what I would call my my gamer tag, I guess. I've used that through video games for many years.
Okay, cool.
I think for at least like 10 years.
Okay.
Well, I think for a while I used to have like bad luck Brad Tuck, but then it seemed to that it wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
And the bad luck Brian meme kind of like died out as well. So
yeah.
So I ended up changing it to that. It was pretty well simple as that.
What games did you play? In like online gaming or?
Yeah,
I think
online games. Yeah,
most
say
people
like
have
World of Warcraft,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like League of Legends, or Apex Legends. You know, like a whole bunch of varying kind of
nice.
you know, anywhere from the like the video game space there.
I used to play Counter-Strike.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, no worries. Did you do any?
It's really easy if I just hit share screen, actually.
I think
Yeah.
I'll just try that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier.
So
Okay, we can see it.
yeah, so this was like a really early, I guess, sketch. That's what we had. So when it came to our copyright, this is obviously my drawing and not Clark's. That's why.
My sketches still like that. They look like that. So
it's just a sketch anyway.
Yeah,
super rough. Yeah. So it was just to get like a really rough storyline for it. So with the storyboard, we started off as as a story that like a portal opens up every 50 years, and then we had it that like we wanted to have some format of like ruins. And I think initially we did plan on having within our talks, we were going to have an event in Vegas, but it didn't seem to line up. So we were going to have actually if you have a look on the website, there's inspiration of like the Luxor Hotel and casino.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I can see it. We can also show it in a sec.
Yeah, so with the light, I guess, like beaming from the top there, was you can see it on the website. That was the initial inspiration and stuff for having a portal kind of open up in there. And then they come through, which is like in Nevada. And nice. They would need to like like they would need to like rescue their friends that were trapped here from the last time that the portal opened up 50 years ago. And these were like the very first like initial kind of sketches from here. But our whole, I guess, basis of what we wanted to do and how we wanted to do it different was all from, I guess, we wanted to do streetwear, which is like we've incorporated into the roadmap, and it was all the roadmap as well. We did it in a gamification kind of direction, which a lot of people were really impressed with because they hadn't seen something like that before. A lot of people generally in the past would just do like a very generic kind of roadmap. But
True.
So like to Clark's credit, he did it in, I guess, like a mission format.
That's cool.
And I'm not exactly sure. Did you get it from like Fortnite or something, Clark? Like the inspo or
the actual design? The actual layout of the missions I got from Fortnite. Yeah, I don't know where the actual missions came from. I think it was just part of because I just saw them going back to Earth to rescue their friends was a mission for them. So I kind of and I like the idea of it of a story-driven narrative. So I kind of just wanted to keep that running throughout the brand, and it was just something fun for people to get on board with and feel a part of. So mission 1 is complete, we've done it together kind of thing. And then there's mission 2 to do. So it kind of just creates get everyone on board and get everyone working together as a team in order to move the brand forward, and obviously just work together essentially.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But yeah, the actual layout, the design of it was from Fortnite, just because they got clean and legible design, I guess.
Yeah, I think the roadmap, I just have it open, looks it's kind of cool with the missions, as you said. You can see the completed one, the in progress ones, and the quarter 2, and I think the upcoming ones as well. So this is pretty nice. Do you should we also show it and then talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So the other part about doing it in that direction as well is we kind of wanted to move away from the kind of cookie cutter same roadmap that every project does. We didn't want to I guess like release everything all at the start when it wasn't going to be relevant to our holders. Because we saw a lot of projects and stuff out there that would just overpromise and underdeliver.
True.
I'm not sure if you would have seen quite a few of the projects out there that would say like, yeah, we've got this, like, we've got merch coming, we've got staking coming, we've got a game coming, we've got this coming, we've got that coming, and then they didn't actually follow through with any of it. But it was
under promising
like a
is
way
way
for
better,
them
right?
So that's how like we wanted to treat it the whole way through. We didn't want to feel like we were going to be the hype project and just overpromise and then just like not actually return anything to our community. So that's why we ended up also going with this route, so we could unlock and show off so we could show the missions once it became relevant to the community. We're not doing like a promise that's like 4 years down the track.
True.
So
it's easier to grab as well, or to understand and to see it coming, maybe, because if it's too far away, it's kind of hard or even demotivating, right? So I think you should focus on quick wins, I guess, as well. So how does this work before it was completed? Was there like you said missions, right? But was there something to do before it got completed, or how did it go?
You want to say this one, Clark?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what the first mission was now. I can't.
I think the first mission was us having social engagement over Twitter.
I think
so.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so the first one was, I believe, when we first opened up our Discord to the public, and we had a first 500 people into our Discord. We get like an OG role.
Nice.
And we ran that as the first mission. And the whole way through as well, we tried to increase community engagement. So I had been through the whole thing of the whole degen stage of grinding through whitelists, jumping into discords, typing into chat, and then it just got to the point like after the second one, I just gave up every time, and it's just not something that I wanted to do. Having to like grind up to a certain level just to like have a chance at playing a game, like the overhyped, I guess, like format.
True.
I think once I actually realized that I had given up was potentially crypto bats or maybe an earlier one. Maybe it was but I had done it before and stuff with some earlier projects, and it was just like it just I wasn't I didn't want to actually like submit any of our community through that either. So the way we did it was initially we had that second mission there was based on community collab engagement through Twitter. So we opened up a lot of whitelists through, say, like Crypto Moris, Dead Fellas, Alien Friends, a lot of other communities. Clark had done some one-of-one honoraries as well that are in the collection for some of those communities. And say, Cryptoon Goons, some other, like the ones that we felt we aligned with was the ones that we wanted within our community and to build from there.
How we kind of tied the whole brand story into the losties and kind of jumped into the portal, and they were heading back down to or up to Earth. And along their way within the portal, they'd visit these different dimensions, and they'd recruit people from the different dimensions. So it'd have like the Lost Moris and like the Lost Friends and all these the lost Dead Fellas and things like that. So it was as if we'd kind of we were kind of visiting all these different dimensions and pulling everybody in together.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, that was the kind of idea behind that.
And how was it working technically? Like, let's say a Dead Fella holder, did he need to connect his wallet in order to get like maybe a spot and maybe be part of it? Or was it handled via the Discord or?
I think initially, because this was like our genesis as well, we also learned along the way.
True.
The very first one, because our contract wasn't up and ready, we weren't able to do collab land. So we had to actually go through and verify manually.
Okay.
So we went through and then had a look at every single wallet that had signed up. True. And it was a
bit of
painful process, and we kind of learned from there as well. And same with the first few Twitter giveaways. We didn't realize that Twitter picker was a thing. So we like collated everybody's name into like into an Excel document, and then and went from there. But yeah, it develops further on after that. So the Alien Friends, they use their portal, so they use their Alien Invasion website. So they were able to do it directly through that. Or there's a few others where they would run a giveaway within that other server. So I know Cryptoon Goons, they did a giveaway within their server in any of the official collabs and stuff that we had later on down the track.
Sounds nice. Let me have a look. And regarding your team, let me check you two we already have, but how many other members are there?
Well, actually, there's an example of some of the old art there, Clark.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's totally different. Oh, it's a little bit different. You can tell the difference.
This one here, or what? This?
Yeah, I can tell the small differences. Okay. It's old art.
I couldn't tell, to be honest, but like this one I haven't seen, but I know the outlines kind of looks familiar for me. So
it's similar, yeah. Just small differences.
Okay, I see. So you are a team of 5, yeah? Okay. Was it always like from the beginning like this, or how did the other guys also come to you, or were you guys already friends from before, or?
Yeah, so we were we were a team of 5 from the actually 4 from the beginning until we actually met. Until we met Clark. Okay. So as you can see there, I'm Brad, so I'm the project lead and co-founder. And as I said beforehand, my best friend Corey, of like I think 15 years or something.
Cool.
We initially co-founded it. So we, I guess, went through the whole degen phase, and then like found that like, yeah, as I said, we wanted to really get into the NFT space. It's something that we could do different. There's a lot of projects that weren't doing things that we thought was the best way to do it. And then it seemed that like our community really enjoyed some of the processes, say the removing of the grinding within the Discord, or the under promise kind of avenue as well. And even the way that we did a lot of our whitelist giveaways, it was based on, at one point, I don't remember who, like we didn't even start this as well, like our community members would be in the Discord and they just start summoning portals.
Cool.
So the chat would just, out of nowhere, they would just start like having like a portal emoji and stuff within the chat to summon King Long to then have a whitelist giveaway and stuff with the bloke.
Nice.
So it was a really cool way to do it.
It was a lot of fun. That was so much fun. Like you just go on the Discord sometimes and it'd just be, I don't know if you know the twirl emoji, Uni.
I don't know.
That is,
I don't
it's
think
like a little,
I think it's under
blue
cyclone
spiral.
emoji. Yeah.
Cyclone, yeah. But people would just like do lines and lines of those and just spam them until basically King Long would show up and run a giveaway for them. It was that and a whole bunch of crab gifts. And honestly, like it was just, the vibes were just so fun. And it was just a really good time.
Cool.
I couldn't take my eyes away from it when those portals were going up, just because I was like, there's so much hype going on. And yeah, it was a really good time, really fun time.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did
I think it was definitely a different experience. We've seen a couple of people actually replicate it as well. Afterwards, which is
how were you giving away the whitelist? Can you explain, because I didn't get it, or what was the process behind it?
A lot of it was through, I guess, like a giveaway bot. But we just do it at like random times. And we did it based on like when there was enough engagement within the Discord. So it would just be like people helping each other out as well. I think at one point there's like, there's a few stories and stuff. People had like a bit of a rough time, and we ended up like, if we can get enough like reacts to something, we would, generally like do a giveaway, like we whitelist them, but then we'd start a giveaway as well, for say like, that could have been like 10 at a time or like 3 or, it really varied. Cool. I think there was a while where people in the Discord were also playing like Where's Wally over the chat. So what would happen is we'd find a Where's Wally picture, and whoever that got it back and circled it like quicker, like the quickest would end up winning a whitelist spot.
Nice.
I think there was also like a meme competition. We had like an art competition. Nice. People that came into the, I guess, like random snapshots of people that came into the I guess like there was like a Discord DJ kind of like
cool
time as well. Like people came in there. Like it was mostly just based on community engagement.
That's nice.
And we just tried to do it as a really fair way of giving away whitelist spots for people that were generally engaged. So, yeah.
What was the mint price, and when did you guys mint? I think it's also on.
So we had it should still be on there. It was a 0.04 pre-sale price, which was on that was the 5th of February, Clark. I forget because we're in Australia, so we're a day ahead. So it was the 5th of February, and then we had 24 hours before it went to our public sale, which went to a 0.05 mint price for the public sale.
Okay, nice.
We ended up having, I think, 77% of it was sold in the pre-sale.
Cool.
So when it went to public, and then it went to a public sale, and then we pretty much sold out instantly as well.
Yeah, sounds nice. I think I also have the one-on-ones open here. This one's I like a lot as
Actually,
well. Yeah.
Clark, there was a really, should we go on about the story about what happened on the reveal day?
Yeah, that's a funny one.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go.
Do you want to take this one? Because I think,
Nah, you're good. You're the right one for it.
well, yeah. So, do we talk about like the editing changes and stuff? So, with the art, like myself and Clark, like I think it was what point did you change the skellies?
Oh, that was like, so I had this idea of, I don't know where it came from. Me and Brad were doing some like just literally last minute changes to the designs before we went to mint. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I was like going over things like a million times. But I randomly had this idea of like golden skeletons and metallic skellies, and it just kind of came to me at like 4 a.m. and so I drew it up. Yeah, I just drew it up, and I sent the drawing to Brad. I was like, "What do you think of these?" And he's like, "Dude, these are dope." Like, so, yeah, we ended up they caused a few different issues just with the traits, but we like pushed ourselves. Yeah, those ones. We pushed ourselves to put them in the collection just because they were dope. Like, I hadn't seen golden skeletons or metallic skellies before. So we were like, these have to be in the collection. So
nice.
I was sweating bullets trying to get these things done and making sure that all the traits matched up properly and everything like that. So yeah, like literally early hours of the morning, right before mint, we were literally adding these final ones.
Oh my God.
To the collection.
I think we probably had like 6 hours of sleep, like the 3 days leading up to the reveal.
I was starting to probably hallucinate at that point. But,
yeah, I can imagine.
Obviously, the golden skellies and the metallic skellies came out of that moment. So, crazy. And everybody honestly loves the metallic skellies. They're like a massive hit. So I'm so glad they're in the collection.
You mean the metallic ones in general, because there are silver ones and I think also black ones, right? From the or am I wrong?
Yeah, sorry. When I say metallic, I'm talking about the dark gray ones.
Ah, dark gray ones. Okay. Like, is it like kind of looking like black or?
That one's a light gray.
There's a
light gray.
few in there, I think, but I think you've gone too fast.
You had them
too fast. Okay, oops. Let's go back. Okay.
I think there's just like got all the flame heads and stuff there. So
yeah, the flame heads are pretty cool. Ah, those ones, yeah. Yeah, this is the dark gray. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, the flame ones are also pretty cool. Love them.
Yeah, I love the flame head. I use that that's my profile picture for
nice.
Forever, basically.
Awesome.
Yeah, when it comes to the so we've had everything finished and we decided to so we'd done all the rarities and everything like that. But there was a bit of a trauma because we didn't realize that when we generated the collection, our dev went to upload it and we didn't realize our internet speed was so bad that it just like it got stuck on literally just uploading. It was just like spinning like a ring. So when we were supposed to like initially release it, I think it was supposed to be like 10:30 our time. And he's like, and when he first started uploading it, I think it was like 30 minutes beforehand or something. It was like, it'll be done. It's no worries. And then comes to like, he's like 15 minutes ago, he's like, like, it should be done. I don't know what's going on. I don't have a loading bar or anything.
But it was like ready. It was supposed to be ready when it revealed, right? I mean, at the mint, it doesn't matter, right? If you uploaded the files or.
So we didn't realize that. Like, so we wanted to upload the metadata towards the end, so we didn't want any format of the metadata getting leaked.
True.
So we didn't want any way that people could take advantage of the unrevealed images, because we've seen some in the past and stuff. Say an example being like Mechaverse released their metadata days before, and it got leaked. So that was what happened with that project. A lot of people would snipe the rares when they were unrevealed. So
Mm,
we tried to be, I guess, like as cautious as possible
true.
on the way to the release, but we didn't realize that our internet was so bad. So while this upload was like just spinning the whole time, we didn't know what was going on. It ended up like going like 15 minutes late, and it was like 30 minutes late, and then it got to like I think like around the 30-minute period. Um, our risk management and CFO Trixie, he decided to he's like, nah, guys, Seth's in trouble. Like, there's something wrong. Like, so Seth had decided to go to an internet cafe to upload,
Yeah.
and we just didn't hear from him for like a good like 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then Ross, our CFO, he's like, nah, Seth's my best mate. I know he's like in trouble, so he just like got in an Uber and went to his house, and Seth hadn't even left yet. He was like looking for a USB, and then Ross had brought him one, and then they ended up like taking an Uber straight to like this net cafe, and then they uploaded it, and then they had to like go all the way back so you could upload the metadata, just because it was like it was like a pretty crazy story as well, just so we could get it out there. But and in the meantime, everybody was just like, I think initially everybody was panicking, but like we're just like, look, guys, like
Wow.
I think it ended up becoming a meme of just like Australian internet.
Pretty
So
funny
everyone
story.
was
Love it.
yeah, like it was. Luckily, it didn't end up in like being any fight or anything like that. It was just like everybody from the community and stuff was like really patient, and then like at least like they were all understanding as well. So.
Is there anything you're like super excited about or looking forward to in regards to the development of the project, or can you talk about this one as well, or is it top secret?
No, definitely. So Clark, should I touch on the event or the merch? Which one do you reckon I should talk about
I
first?
reckon let's go with the event first, just because it's close, and then we can talk about the streetwear.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. So I guess like we fly out to LA pretty shortly. So
Cool.
I'm not sure when this goes live, but we've got our first like real life event on the 26th of March, which we had like been planning for quite a while. We wanted to coincide with NFT LA. So for us, it's actually quite a difficult thing logistically, considering it's on the other side of the world and stuff to plan something like this. So we we are lucky enough to find some people within our community that's helped us like go through and plan this. So we've found something that aesthetically wise would be a really great fit for the long lost community. We ended up finding like it's really old school looking 1940s cocktail bar that also has like a bowling alley in there.
Cool.
And like board games as well, like from backgammon to Connect Four to chess, etc. Because we felt that the whole way through our community had been involved in games from anywhere from like Gartic, which is like a Pictionary kind of clone, or like Where's Wally, or just different ways we could do the giveaways. And we wanted to do that in a way where we can make it very fun for the community that's going to attend. Then we also have we had a mixologist like make up some drinks and stuff to have like different themed cocktails for I guess like the ghouls, the ghosts, the skellies, and the zombies.
That's exciting.
Yeah, like varying spirits, which is I think we got one in there that's what we end up going with. It's like a White Russian variant for the skellies. So I think we ended up calling it like bone juice or something. I don't know. I haven't actually released it yet. So
you need to show this one to me as well. I'm excited to see how the cocktails look like.
Yeah, we'll definitely get some photos out on the day of the event. But yeah, we plan on having giveaways there as well, with like some real life portals and stuff being opened up for some things to give away. But to follow on from that, we have some like LA Kings tickets as well for the event. So we arranged I guess like a party bus and stuff to take us directly from the venue to the crypto.com arena to watch the NHL game with the community.
Cool.
So we had like a limited amount of tickets and stuff that we'd be doing giveaways for at the event. Yeah, so that would be like a chance for people to win like 2 tickets, so that they can go there with their friend. It's a bit more of company, or their fellow losty and stuff if they came by themselves. But they've got people that they're not just going to be with a whole group of strangers.
Nice.
We kind of thought into it a bit that way. Hopefully we receive our samples and stuff, which are in the US at the moment as well, being made. We've got a lot of progress photos that I can lead into in terms of our streetwear.
You want to share it as well, or?
Yeah. I was just with I'll jump into it in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
but
at
the end of the after the hockey game as well, we have an opportunity to, because we've got so many people going to the event, we've got like an opportunity to go down to the player boxes and go on the ice and get some photos and stuff as a community, just in the player benches. We thought it was a pretty cool opportunity. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's pretty cool. Yeah, like that you are engaging with the community in real life, and I think I haven't seen that from other projects except I guess Alien Friends who try, but I didn't follow as closely. But I think they needed to reschedule it because of like COVID and stuff. But yeah.
Clark, is Uni's microphone having an issue, or
is mine?
Yeah, a little bit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just crackling a little bit. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Better now or no?
No.
I think it may be like a loose connection or something.
Yeah, maybe the connection. I don't know. But is it still or not?
That's better.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, like my internet connection sometimes not so good. Maybe that's why, I don't know. I need to call the service provider. But let's try to move on. So you wanted to talk about the merch and maybe show us something, or?
Yeah. So Clark, do you want to talk about as well the whole collection as well, how we like essentially designed it from the ground up?
For the streetwear? Yeah. So we, from basically day one, Brad and I basically shared the same thing or understanding as each other. Like, we saw a lot of NFT projects have all these really cool clothes on the characters and things like that. And then what they do is release their merch or whatever, the clothing, and it wouldn't look anything like what the characters were wearing, which is kind of like what I naturally expected from it. Like, I was like, there'd be this cool hoodie and it would have all this design on it that the character was actually wearing. But then when it came to the merch, it was basically just like, say, a simple t-shirt or whatever, jumper, and it was just basically a picture of whatever it was, like whatever the character was. And we was a bit like underwhelmed by it. So what we kind of just decided that whatever we had in the collection, as in clothes, we would select pieces we would like to basically create or manufacture in real life and bring that to the community, which I think is just super cool. Has like a strong connection to the collection itself. You might own an NFT with that exact jumper that you can actually purchase or win through the portal or things like that. So I think it just ties in really nicely. It's just really like close to pretty much exactly what they're wearing. So yeah, we
cool.
just kind of wanted to take that approach with it rather than just kind of slapping a logo on a t-shirt or just slapping an NFT on a t-shirt and kind of being done with it. We wanted to create like unique pieces that have been included in the collection from day one. And so everyone can see where it kind of originated from.
Cool.
So yeah, that's basically the idea of it. So we talked about that before even designing anything. So everything that we've put in the collection with clothes wise, we've thought about creating for real life, basically.
That's nice.
And now we're kind of into that. It's actually getting made now, which is pretty crazy to see. Like we've got the varsity jackets that I drew like months ago, then put on the characters. And now they've been basically we've seen these progress shots or these progress photos come through from the factory, and we've got like the pieces of the varsity jacket coming through. Yeah, if you want to bring it up, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's actually coming into real life, which is dope to see and like
Awesome.
super exciting. So yeah, like if you look at the varsity jacket on say a flame head or whatever, you actually be able to own that in real life, which is super cool. Like I really want the blue flame one there because it's literally my profile picture. But yeah, so and we've gone for really like high quality stuff that you would always kind of want to wear in an everyday kind of like setting, rather than have something on a t-shirt, where you get those t-shirts and it's like you get it from say like a movie or a band, well, not bands, but sometimes like if I have a big logo on a t-shirt, like a big one, like I'm literally wearing a blank t-shirt right now. If I have like a big something on my clothing, I kind of feel like a billboard and I will be reluctant to wear it outside or like, at a dinner or at a party or just going out. Like I'd probably just wear it around the house or when I go to bed or something like that. So we didn't want our collection or our clothing items to be like that. We didn't want it to be put into like, I only wear this at home situation. We want something which is clean, which is simple, which feels really nice, like it fits really well. It's washes nicely, it doesn't fade, it's long lasting.
That's cool.
Just basically like good quality stuff that you want to wear on an everyday basis and doesn't make you feel like you're a walking billboard. And so yeah, kind of like the quality speaks for itself. The design is simplistic. It's just that's basically it. Like it's clothes that you actually want to wear. So
looks amazing.
And I think what's coming through is dope. Like it looks exactly what the design looks like. And yeah, it's just really cool to see it come to life.
I like the effort you're putting in, and I would like to see those a little bit bigger. But what?
Oh yeah, 1 second.
But I think you can click on top right on format. Then it gets you see the format button top right corner. Oh yeah, like this as well. Then it goes away.
Yeah. 1 sec. I just I don't know why it's done it so small. I guess.
I think you can also zoom in.
Have you just got the image, Brad?
Oh, it's just yeah. I've got just the image. I just was struggling like dropping it in though. Can you see this like with me doing it this way?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
I don't know why my
no, perfect. So okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Awesome. So you have t-shirts, pullovers, hats.
So we went for the full kind of like range as well. So the way we wanted to do it was there was going to be, say, I guess like a staple collection. So my background as well, I previously used to work for like other streetwear brands like Nike and Oakley.
Nice.
A lot of my previous colleagues went to like Adidas and a lot of other streetwear brands like that. So I was a retail store manager for like 6 years. Cool. So dealt with, I guess, like the streetwear side of it for quite a long time. And the way that like a lot of those, I guess, like, like the quality brands and stuff would do it in streetwear was they'd have like a staple collection that would, I guess, like rotate between seasons. So something like this where I guess like our iconic logo. We'd have something like that be returning, but then I guess changing colors throughout, and we just have very limited runs. So we wanted to have high quality as well in terms of products. We did receive some samples from some other, I guess, suppliers, but it was that, I guess, like novelty video game kind of merch, which was just very like low quality, very thin. It would, it didn't look nice it didn't look nice as well, appealing either. But yeah, going on from there, we'd have our staple collection, but then we were having our like a feature / statement collection.
Okay.
So for our first drop, we decided to go with the Skellies. So with these Skelly logos and these varsity jackets, they won't make a return.
Okay.
So they'll be like very limited kind of drop. Once we've used that logo and once we've like that piece is like, I guess once we're out of stock, then that'll be it. It'll be like a limited supply. We're talking like maybe like 25 to 50 of these like varsity jackets kind of thing.
Wow, that's very limited, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why like we wanted to treat it as well as like a limited, I guess, like premium kind of something that you want to be excited if you're able to get your hands on one kind of thing.
Cool. Yeah, I love it. I like
I'll jump back out of there.
I like the hard one with the I am lost. Also looks pretty cool.
Yeah, we felt that like it would appeal for like, you know, somebody who's like gonna like the heart may not like the skull. So we wanted to have something for everyone, and
true,
wanted to have it as like simple fashion as well. Yeah.
Got it.
So not everybody's gonna want like the the black tracksuit and stuff with the skull logo and stuff on there.
True. Yeah, you're right. Awesome, so cool. Thank you guys so much for all the info and alpha. Is there anything else you want to share or talk about before we wrap up, or
is there anything you want to lead into, Clark? I've already obviously probably like shared enough alpha, so
Yeah, I think we've covered a lot.
Yeah, I think so too.
No, that's cool with me.
Yeah. It was so nice to talk to you, Brett and Clark. Thank you guys so much for coming onto the show, and I'm happy to share this guy interview with the community. So again, thank you guys so much. Yeah, talk to you soon, hopefully.
Thanks so much, Uni.
Thanks, Uni. Thanks for having us on.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks for your time. Thanks. See ya.
See you, mate.
See you. Bye.